Hello and welcome on the first lecture of Summer Internship Program 2022. In this session, we will discuss about getting started window of LabVIEW. We will learn about the parts of VI. We will work on the front panel and block diagram of LabVIEW, different kind of data type. Then we learn how can we save the program. We'll write a program like first program. We'll design a program for LED switching. Hello world program we will write. Then we will learn how can we change the LabVIEW environment, numeric data type and Boolean data type. At the end we will work. So let's start today's session. So come here and open your LabVIEW. When you will launch and open your LabVIEW, so you will get this getting started window of LabVIEW. In this getting started window, you will get three things. First one is this toolbar, second one is the create project, and third one is open existing. If you have already written any program, any file, so you can easily open that file and program or project using this open existing. If you want to create any project, so you can use this platform. Either you only want to go and design a VI, so for that you can click into the file. When you will click into the file, you will get three class. The class number 1, class number 2, class number 3 and class number 4. The first one is new VI. Now in the right side you can see control plus N. That means if you want to enter into the LabVIEW environment, so for that you can press here control plus N. So let's press control N. When I will press the control N, when you will press the control N, you will get this LabVIEW front panel and block diagram. So now you will find two windows. One is the front panel and another one is the block diagram. You will find the front panel with the gray color, okay, and the block diagram with the white color. Now you can see here the name is untitled one front panel, this one is untitled one block diagram. To write any program, we need to use this front panel and block diagram simultaneously. For the entire journey of LabVIEW programming, always we need to use this front panel and block diagram at the same time. We need to manage, we need to handle and we need to use. The front panel is for the user. The front panel is for the give input and take output. Okay, and the block diagram is for the developer. As a developer, as a programmer, if you want to write any program, any logic, any concept, so for that you can use block diagram. And you want to give any graphical user interfacing platform, you want to give any control to give input, and you want to put any output, put any indicator as an output, so you can use front panel. So how can we manage both the front panel and block diagram? To manage both the front panel and block diagram, okay, we need to fix the front panel and block diagram right and left side. So for that you can come into the window. When you will come into the window, you will find this tile left and right. Okay, so here I am going to press Ctrl T. By this command I can tile my front panel and block diagram left and right. Now this white color window is my block diagram. Here I can write my code, okay, and here I can give the platform where user can interact with the particular software or particular logic. Okay, now let's talk about the parts of VI. So in LabVIEW there are three parts of VI are present. The one is the front panel. We can create front panel using controls and indicators, but we can design this block diagram, that is the second part of VI. We can design this block diagram using terminals, wires, constant and structures. Okay, and the third one is there, and it is my icon and connector pen. Using this icon and connector pen, I can define my sub VI. We will use this icon and connector pen when we will discuss and talk about the sub VI or code reusability. Okay, so now how can we access the front panel? To access the front panel, you need to right click in the front panel. When you will right click in the front panel, so you will get a control palette. Okay, right click, so you will get a control palette. When you will right click in the block diagram, you will find a function palette. In the control palette, when you will right click in the control palette, so whatever the control palette you will find, that control palette contain all kind of input and output. Okay, both the input and output you will find on the control palette, and the control palette are segregated with a different kind of data types. It's contain a different kind of data type. So this one is numeric data type, this one is the Boolean data type, this one is the string data type. After that you will find data containers. Inside the data containers you will find the array, you will find the cluster, then there is a graph data type. This graph comes under the dynamic data type, and the last, the seventh number data type is enum. Okay, enumerated data type. So in the LabVIEW you will get the 7 data type. You will find the 7 data type. In which 7 data type there are 3 primary data type, and these primary data types are numeric data types, Boolean data types, and string data types. Rest of the 3 like array, cluster, dynamic data type, and enum, these are the derived data types, secondary data types. You can say these are the advanced data types. Okay, same. When you will right click in the block diagram, you will find the structures, array, cluster, numeric, Boolean, string, waveform, comparison, this kind of the function palette. Okay, some function palette are associated with the some data type like Boolean, numeric data type, Boolean data type, string data type. Okay, so we can use this function palette commands and functions to design our program. Okay, within a time we will learn and we will use the each and every functions of this function palette, and will try to cover all the part of this function palette. So let's start. So now it is my front panel and it is my block diagram. So let's try to save our this VI. So now how can we save our VI? To save our VI, come here, you will find the file here. When you will click on the file, you will get this save. When you will come into the file, you will find the class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, okay, class 5, 6, 7. In the last class you will find the exit, and the first you will find the VI, new VI. The second class, the first one is control S. When you will press the control S, so you will able to store or save your VI. So here I am going to click my save. So now you can see here, when you will click on the save, so it will redirect you anywhere. Okay, up your PC. So here I am going to select my desired platform. So for the my desired platform, my desired directories which I want to, where I want to store my VI, so that is document 15th May batch, day 3. Here I am going to save here I am going to change the name FIRST, first program, first program. Now the name I had changed, but the file type are same here, and the extensions are .vi, .vit, .vim. Now press the OK button. Let's go and change this file is appear or not on my folder. So let's check. Okay, now you can see the time is 11:44 p.m. and my program has been stored here. Okay, my file is present here, and it is the first program. Okay, so now let's try to create another program. So for that, when you will close your LabVIEW window will automatically come into the getting started section. Okay, you will directly get this page. Now let's press Ctrl N. When you will press Ctrl N, you will get this two window again. The gray one is the front panel and the white one is the block diagram. To manage both, we need to type. So for that, I am going to press Ctrl T. Okay, Ctrl T. Now the left side window, gray color dot window, is front panel, and the white window is block diagram. So here I am going to right click in the block diagram to write my first program. So in this first program we are going to read and write numbers. Okay, read and write numbers. So for that, numbers comes under the numeric data type. So we will target here the numeric data type. Right click, come into the numeric and click on the numeric control. So when you will take a numeric control and place into the front panel, you will find a numeric control terminal in block diagram automatically. Okay, so now here I am going to change the name in put. If you will change your name, if you will change the name of the front panel object, so automatically the name will change in the block diagram control terminal. How can we take? So for that, let's try to take one more numeric control. Right click, numeric, and numeric control. Okay, and you can place here. Now it's input 2. Input 2. Okay, and you can increase the size. Now in the numeric control you will find this increment and decrement button. Using this increment and decrement button, you can change the value okay, either by using direct typing method you can change the value. Now you can see how easily you can put your number and how easily you can change the numbers. So now the scanf means the number input program we have written. So now let's try to write a number display program. So for that we need a numeric indicator. So where we will get the numeric indicator? When you will right click in the front panel, you will get a control palette. In the control palette, the first one you will get the numeric, and in the numeric first column, first row, first column, that is numeric control. First row, second one, numeric indicator. You have to choose this, okay, or you have to select this one. So let's select and place here. Now we can change the name. Output. Now you can see here automatically one numeric indicator terminal appears in block diagram. So here I am going to connect this one. So how can I connect? Let's see here. In this numeric control terminal, you will get a array. You will get a arrow. The arrow is outwards. In the output, you will get one more arrow that is inwards. Outwards arrow indicates the particularly terminal is a control type. So now click here and connect with the output. Okay, now so this one is the control terminal, it is indicator terminal, and this one is wire. We can create this kind of, we can design this kind of block diagram by using terminals, wires and others. Now you can see here numeric output 2. So I am not going to connect anything with the numeric output 2. Now let's see here how can we run the program and how can we check the program. So in the second ribbon you will get this run button, then run continuous button, then abort button, and then pause button. This one is abort, not stop. Okay, so here the run button, when you will press this run button, so your program will run only one time, means your program will simulate one time. A run button is a simulate. The meaning of run is a simulate. The program will simulate only one time. Now if I want to change the value, so I can change the value 0.098 like this, and when I will run, so okay, it will update my value in the output. Okay, if you want to run continuously and you want to change the value at the runtime, so you can press the run continuous, and now you can change the value and you can display, you can read, you can examine the value change at the runtime. In the block diagram, the same run continuously, abort, pause, and one more button you will find, that is execution highlight. Okay, Now here I am going to press the execution highlight and going to press the run continuously button. Now you can see here whatever the data my terminal, control terminal, input terminal is generating, is providing, we can read the data in the block diagram. As I mentioned, MATLAB will give you the programming independency. MATLAB will give you the better programming experience, but LabVIEW will give you the better visual understanding for your programming. Okay, now I am going to press the about button to stop this program. So for the input number 2, how can I create an output? So there is one general method to create an output. So for that you have to come to the numeric function palette, control palette, and you can take the numeric indicator. But we can do something else. We can come into the numeric input 2, and in this node, in this node you can right click. When you will right click, you will find a shortcut menu. In this shortcut menu you will get a different category, different classes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 class. But in the first class you will find the create indicator. So how can we get this shortcut menu? So for that, right click here, you will get the shortcut menu. In the first class, third number, create indicator. When you will click it, so you will get an indicator. Now you can change the name as per your requirement, and the number name will be the input. Output 2, and you can run both the program in a same simulation platform. Okay, you can run the both program in the same simulation platform. So let's save this program with the name of first program. So for that we can come here and we can press the button. Okay, we can click on the save, and we can save this program with the name of first program. Okay, or yes, add program. Okay, if you want to change the name, if you want to change the name and rename, so you can close this program first, because we have already saved, and you can come here and you can rename it. So how can we rename? So for that you can rename numeric program. Okay, easily you can change the name. Now come into the LabVIEW again. Here we are going to write a program for LED on and off. So how can we do? Okay, means LED switching. Right click in the block diagram. We are going to target one more data type, and that is the numeric data. So that is the Boolean data type. In this Boolean data type, we will select from this Boolean data type. We will select this toggle. In this Boolean data type, you will get the push button, rocker, vertical rocker, horizontal toggle switch, vertical toggle switch, slide switch, vertical slide switch, square LED, round LED, and push button. So for this example, you can select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. These 7 items, not below 4. Okay, so here I am going to select vertical toggle switch. Okay, so here I am going to place it and switch, and I am going to increase the size. Now right click, come here. It is a Boolean control. It is type of Boolean control because human or we perform the mechanical switching action. Okay, so now come here for the Boolean and take a round LED, place here, change the name LED Now make a connection like previous. So it is my Boolean control terminal. It is my Boolean indicator terminal. Indicator is look like LED. In the Boolean, we know in the Boolean there are only two state, 0, 1, true, false, on, off, okay, and not okay. So we know there's only two stage Boolean content, okay, on, off, 1, 0, okay, not okay, stop, start. So whenever you want to control any functionality, you want to give any action like start the particular function, stop the particular function or action, so you can use the Boolean. So here we can press the run continuously button and we can click the switch. When you will press the switch it, so state will change and the LED will turn off. When I will press it, so state will change and LED will turn on. So now you can see how easily we can write the program in LabVIEW and how easily we can learn the concept. Okay, later within time you will learn the concept better. So now here I am going to press the abort button. Why I am pressing the abort button? Because here we are using run continuously. So here I am going to save this program again with the name of LED switching. LED switching. Now let's write one more program, and the program name is Hello World program. Right click here, come here, okay. For the Hello World program, we will use the string function, string data type. So for that, right click, come here to the string, click on the string control, take one more and take string indicator. String is a collection of ASCII characters. By using string, you can write your message, you can write the name, you can give the label using the string data type. So whatever we will write here, like here I am going to write hello world, myself Nitesh Pradhan dot. So I can write all these things, all these kind of letters, all this, okay. I can write this message using different kind of string ASCII characters, okay. So string is a concatenated representation of ASCII characters, okay. So using this string word, I can write a message, I can change the name, I can rewrite the name, and I can write any information. So how can we connect? So now you can see here, it is your string indicator and control terminal, it is string indicator terminal. We can connect the string control and string indicator terminal like this. And now when you will run the program, so whatever the information you want to write, you will write in the control terminal automatically, okay. It will display same data on the indicator terminal. So here I am going to store the same program with the name of hello world. Now let's check how many programs we have written and stored. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's go ahead. Now one more concept here I am going to explain. Now look at here, I am taking a numeric control. Again I am taking a numeric indicator. Here I am taking a string control and string indicator. Now you can see one beautiful thing. Whatever the controller we are taking, the background is white, and whatever the indicator we are taking, the background is gray. In the block diagram, you will find the same similarity. For the numeric control, you will find the arrow is outwards, and for indicator terminal, you will find the arrow is inwards. One more, numeric control terminals, the border are thick, and the numeric indicator terminals border are thin. You can make a connection like this very easily. Now you can see, if I will take one more functions, that is a Boolean. Okay, and now you can identify the same property here. Arrow is outwards for the control, arrow is inwards for the indicator. The indicator's border is thin and control's border is thick. One more thing, if you want, one more thing you can mark here. You can see the color of numeric. The color of numeric is orange, the color of string is pink, and the color of string is Boolean is green. Okay, now these are some basic difference in block diagram which you need to remember every time when you will work with the different kind of data type in the same platform, in the same VI. So what is the full form of VI? The full form of VI is virtual instrument. Virtual instruments. We are creating here virtual instruments. Okay. Using these virtual instruments, we can provide a solution for any real-time hardware. Using virtual instruments, we write our logic. Okay. In these virtual instruments, we write our logic, and we can transfer the data from one place to another place using these virtual instruments. Whatever the project we will design, whatever the hardware we will connect, that is different, but everything we can control using these virtual instruments. Okay, now here you can see the numeric control, string control, and Boolean control. The size are big. So here I am going to right click, and here I am going to select this option, view as icon. Right click, view as icon. Right click, view as icon. Right click, view as icon. View as icon, view as icon. So now you can see here we are not able to see much graphical functions on the control and indicator. We are only able to see the terminals. Okay, the terminals, because the icon is not, we are not able to see the icon. Now here I am going to save this program. Data type with icon, with no icon. Okay, now let's go to the next program. Whenever I work with this LabVIEW, I don't like this graphical environment at all. Why? Because I like string, I like NXG style. So what is the NXG style? So in the front panel, in the control palette, you will get this modern style, NXG style, silver style, system style, classic style, and express style. These are some style. Okay, in each and every style you will find the numeric function palette, Boolean numeric control palette, Boolean control palette, string, data containers, graph, you will find this data type in each and every style, like numeric, data containers, enum, booleans, string, but I like only the NXT style. First. Second, I don't want this gray color. Okay, box function front panel. So how can I change it? How can I customize my this LabVIEW environment. So for that you can come into the tools. From the tools you can click here. You can come into the option and you can click into the option. When you will click into the option, you will get this option window. This option window are segregated into two parts. First one is category and second one is detail. Left hand side you will get category and right hand side you will get the detail. So in category you will find the front panel, block diagram, control and function palette, environment, search, path and so many things. But my main concern are these three things: front panel, block diagram, control and function palette, environment. So let's come into the front panel first. In the front panel, the first class are the general. So I no need to change anything in the general. In the second step, I don't want to change anything. Here, in the control style of new VI, that will be the NXG. I want to keep it NXG. And then front panel grid. I don't want this front panel grid. Okay. And I don't want this gray color. So first of all I am going to uncheck this option. So front panel grid unchecked. Earlier it was like this, now uncheck. Now coming to the block diagram. Have you remember the last exercise where I convert my icon into the terminal? So same thing here I am going to do. Front panel icon, front panel terminal as an icon. Now in control and function palette, there is no need to change, everything is set. If the formatting style is only icon or only label, so select label icon. And second one, in palette, select, if you are getting only category, standard, icon or text, so only select the category, icon and text. Now come into the environment. In the environment you will find the general, tip strip, you will find the saving VI, font. So if font, so here I want to use only default. I don't want to go with the any other bold font. Now you can see here the 15th PT font size is bold. I don't want to use. In letter, this color, yes, main thing is this one. I want to change the color of my front panel. I don't like the gray color, so I will click here and I am going to change the color, and the color is the white. Now I am going to press the OK button, and when I will close the VI and I will again launch, so I will find this new updated version. So here I am going to check one more thing. I am going to change one more thing, and that thing is in the block diagram. I am getting in the front panel. I am finding various style, but as I explained earlier, I only like the NXG style. That's why I am going to fix the NXG style setup. So for that, what can I do? Right click in the front panel, pin in, come to the customize, change visible palette, deselect all, click on the NXG style and press the OK button. Now whenever I will use, I will find the NXG style. So now let's try to write a addition program. So here you can see here I am taking a numeric control and providing the name A. I am taking another numeric control, I am giving the name B. I am taking one more numeric control and I am providing the name A plus B. or you can say I am going to result. So this one is numeric control, it is numeric indicator. Okay, numeric control terminals and indicator terminals are appear automatically in the block diagram. So now let's come into the block diagram function. Now you can see, right click in the block diagram. When you will right click in the block diagram, you will get this function palette. In this function palette, the first one is structure, array, cluster, numeric, Boolean, string, another. Here I am taking this numeric. Okay, now right click and come into the numeric. The first one is add function. Now make a connection like this. So okay, after the connection, right click on the your function and click and open the label. Now here I am going to delete each and every wire. I am going to delete the add function. Again I am going to write the same program. Right click, come here, take add functions and place okay between the controls and indicators. After that, right click here, visible item, open the label. Label will give you the proper name. Now it is my numeric control terminal. Numeric control terminal, it is okay. So now let's connect numeric control terminal to the function node, control terminal to the function node, control terminal to the indicator node. Now you can run the program and you can change the value, and as per your value, your system will add that to number. Same program here I am going to use to add 3 number. AB, right click, come here, take a numeric control, C, and this okay, and output here I am going to set AB plus C. A plus B plus C. B plus C. And now let's make a connection like this, and so it is addition functions. You can write your addition functions like this. Okay. Now one more function which we are going to write here, and that is a Boolean function. So let's come here. So for the Boolean function we need to use modern style. Right click here, right click in the front panel. Now you can see this drop arrow, okay, this sign. Click here, modern. In the modern you will find the Boolean, the vertical toggle, okay, and the vertical switch. So here I am going to take the vertical switch. Again, so it is going to give the change the name A. Right click, come here, come into the modern Boolean vertical B. Okay, now right click, come into the Boolean, take a LED and give the name A and B. Let's write a program for A and B. So for that, right click here In the block diagram, right click. When you will right click in the block diagram, you will get this function palette. The middle section, the second column, second number is Boolean, and the first function is AND functions. Take the AND function and place here. Okay, so I am going to delete everything and I am going to write the same program. Right click, Boolean, and take an AND function. Then right click here, come into the visible item, click on the label, connect here, connect, click here, and make a connection like this. Now run continuously. Both are 0, so it's not glowing. Both will 1, then it will glow. So in this, okay, you can also write your Boolean function using LabVIEW like this. So in the lecture number 2, tomorrow we will learn more, and please practice. I know your hand is not free, that's why I am not teaching so much things to you. For tomorrow, I will write so many programs which you have to do, and using that program you will learn so much. So thank you, and we will meet tomorrow.